Hi scrappers, I'm going to show you a quick project that I did for my husband using Cricut cuttables, the vinyl, and transfer tape. You can buy the vinyl. It looks like this. I bought some white vinyl for the project that I'm going to do, and this is what the transfer tape looks like. Okay, and I've already cut a little piece of the vinyl out and stuck it to my mat, and I'm going to load the mat onto the Cricut machine. I'm using the wildcard cartridge. I don't have any cartridges with script on them, except the wildcard has alphabet on there, and my husband liked the lettering on the wildcard, so I'm using the wildcard cartridge. I always cut with multi-cut because I just like that double cut on everything, so I get a clean pull up every time. When you're using vinyl, make sure that you have your vinyl pressed down good to your mat so you won't have any little ripples coming up. Okay, and what I'm going to do is cut a 2-inch, and I'm going to hit my shift lock key and alphabet because I'm doing the alphabet, and I'm using the shift lock because I'm doing uppercase letters. And so I'm going to do F-O-R and D for Ford. My husband's not really into sports. He's always been into cars, and he has a Mustang and an F-150, and he's just really into his Mustang right now. And so he has a little case of Mustangs also in it, so I'm making him a Ford Mustang sign for his little curio cabinet with his Mustangs in it. So I'm going to do the Ford right now, and I put all the letterings in, F-O-R-D, and then we're going to hit cut. Okay, so I've got a piece of the transfer tape cut out, and what you do is you peel off and put the sticky part aside. Okay. Now what I do is I kind of tape it down. And then I even take a ruler to get mine kind of lined up. And I kind of tape that down too. If anybody has a different way that they do it, I always take suggestions, but this is the way I like to do it. And so I get my lettering from my mat. And you're going to take the backing off of the vinyl. Okay. Then I kind of just press it down on there. There's the F. And the O came right off. Then depending on how big it is, I see how much spacing I could do. And you want to make sure everything is moved down real good. And actually, see, you can kind of pick it right up. The O is kind of slanted here. And see how you can work with it. anxious to see how much, for instance, the Cricut 2, the Cricut Expression 2 is going to be, because I hear that it has a feature that'll just cut the top of the vinyl. When you're working with vinyl, and also you can use of course, the Imagine and the regular cartridges together. But we'll see when it comes out. It'll probably be pretty pricey. And I just got a new vehicle myself, so my husband just got me a new vehicle, so I'm really curious to see how much it's going to be. Okay. But I've used my vehicle for 9 years before I got a new one, so it was well worth it. Okay. Then you take your pressing, or you're going to take your other side of the vinyl that you took off, and then you're going to press it right back on there. It comes with a stick in the transfer tape tube. Okay. It's like a popsicle stick. And you're supposed to start in the middle and go out. But as long as everything is, I don't know if you can see that, everything looks pretty much pressed down. And now you can take this, you can see that pretty well. Now you can take this and press it to the surface. Let me remove just a little bit, and you can see that the lettering stuck to the sticky side and it's going to a mirror and a little glass case, and we'll see the finished results. Okay, and this is what the results look like. You see the Ford at the top of his little cabinet that he has his collection in, and I ended up doing a Mustang too at the bottom, and so you get both of them looking pretty good. And I used the ruler to help line it up, and then of course making sure that it got on the glass really good. But I continue to do projects for him too, so he can support my hobby as well as I support his. Alright, have a good day everyone. Be blessed.